Rarely has that ever been a good thing. Is this, uh-oh, did I stop streaming? Should not have worked that way. Now it seems to be working. Alright, it just had a hiccup. And a burp and a fart at the same time. It was harrowing. It almost died. That's delightful. I don't know if I ever beat this one. Only had a gun. Can I jump? No, I can't. Pew pew! Pew pew! Pew! That's really, I gotta say, it's satisfying. It's like Abuse. You ever play Abuse? It was a side-scrolling DOS shooter. It played with controls similar to an FPS. I guess we're on a moon base. Reminds me of my RimWorld playthrough, which has been going on for like a year now. I go hard on RimWorld. Pew 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 pew. Space Dock 17. I like the sprites. It's a cute little spaceman. He's almost in like a prototype Emojis. It's like a primordial Emojis. So I can shoot their power source. Death analysis, cardiac arrest. No. I do believe ow, that we can exchange this scrap. I remember those dark times when Linux gaming was like a bunch of Tux the Penguin themed, like Mario clones and endless runners and shit. Because shit had to be programmed specifically for Linux. Wine wasn't really a thing yet. Give me fucking upgrades. Here we go. Heals. No, nanobot. No, I can't afford it. There's capitalism even on the moon. Abuse was sick though. It had WSD plus mouse controls in a side scroller, which really gave you a freedom of movement and action. It was really quite remarkable. You could flip. You could do a lot of the same like bunny hopping and flips and shit. You could. It was like Quake. It was like Quake as a side scroller. I don't know how many space bucks I have. 15. How many space bucks do I need to buy anything good? That looks like that'll kill me immediately. Super Tux. I wasn't the only one. I'm sorry for that, Zulu. You were impoverished, actually. Oh, fuck. I don't have the guns. I can't get past this. This reminds me of El Gato Roboto. The cute cat themed Metroidvania, as the name implies. What the? You know what? Maybe so. It kind of makes sense that Jehovah's Witnesses would use Linux. Like Windows would be like the Beast system OS, where the Beast system is all of society, which is not deceived by the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like fuck them for that, right? Burner. Well, now I have a laser sight for my laser. You know, it's funny. There was actually a clone of Super Tux on TI calculators that I thought was the shit back in the day because I couldn't afford a Game Boy until my mom got one for her hysterectomy to be entertained in the hospital, and then she let us kids have it afterwards. It was called Penguins by Bill Nagel, and I think there was like 2 or 3 of them. There was like a sequel. It was just a Super Mario Land clone, and I do mean land. Like it was pixely, and there was no sound because TI calculators didn't have a sound chip. Some of them did manage to fake having a sound chip by manually sending signals to the link cable jack, which also could double as a headphone jack. I kept my power up. Cool. That's a small mercy. I remember thinking I was going to write a gaming magazine. I guess people write fanzines all the time that almost nobody reads. Especially nobody would have read mine, though. It would have been like Nintendo Power, but for TI Calculator Gaming. If that's not the most autistic thing in the world, I can't finish that sentence. It simply is. I got some other kids into it, though. They were into it because they also didn't have Game Boys, but they also had TI calculators for school. And you could trade programs. And it's like trading Pokemon with link cable, but you could exchange entire freeware games from one calculator to the next. And not everybody knew how to download them from their computers. So if you knew how to get new calculator games, and you could distribute them to your buddies. Give me them space bucks. $10. What can I buy with that? Probably. I think I recall needing at least 15. Burn, 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 burn. Oh, shit, son. I have a double jump. Double jump, yeah, baby. Gonna fuck everybody tonight. Oh, oh shit, there's a boss. I gotta hit all the panels too, don't I? Yeah, I do. Son of a bitch! That's actually really tough. Let me... Hold on. Did I lose all my space bucks? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Shit on a... I can't finish that. Oh, it gives you all, that's all your money from before. I apparently missed out on that. Well, that didn't go well. I'm having too much fun to move on though. This actually is a good. You know me and fucking Metroidvanias. Any y'all ever play calculator games though? You're the real OGs if you did. That's true gaming in its purest form. There was a really good Zelda clone. It was an original Zelda game using the assets from Game Boy Zelda, Link's Awakening, for the TI-89 calculator. Because the 89 had roughly the same pixel density as the OG Game Boy. Consequently, that let it do pretty decent ports of Game Boy assets. It wasn't emulating. It couldn't emulate for shit. 89 could just about barely do Wolfenstein 3D type 3D engines. That's like the limit of what it was capable of. Everybody I know just played like Drug Wars, which was a text-based adventure. But there was better stuff on those calculators. I almost wish that TI would make like a NES Mini, but for calculator gaming, and get the rights to the best calculator games and put them all on a dedicated handheld. I like the aesthetic of this. It's really... I don't want to use a buzzword, but it's cozy. It is cozy. Fucking die! I'm losing it. There we go. Money, 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 money. Money! Fuck yeah. I'm gonna go back and spend all the... Well, actually, I should see if there's anything good I'm missing this way. But then again, what if I die? That looks scary. I don't want to go that way. It does not. It runs... It doesn't run full Doom. It uses Doom assets. But the engine is Wolfenstein 3D-like. If you pay close attention to all the videos where like, look, TI calculators can run Doom. It's not Doom. It's Wolfenstein with Doom sprites. Not that that matters to anybody. I mean, they're just excited to be able to say that it runs Doom. But as an actual game, there's a couple first-person shooter clones. There's like a Counter-Strike for calculators, which is also just Wolfenstein. The Counter Strike is better. It actually has wall textures, which is the pinnacle of graphics I've ever seen on a calculator. What is this? Mark 1 aim assist. I didn't already have that? Did I lose all my money just now? Did I just undo my progress? I better not have. It looks like I might have. Oh, what the fuck? I could have done this the entire time? Sorry for that. It's another incompetent hand dad episode. Oh yeah, this little place. And that don't open. This is pretty fun. Really makes me ashamed that I didn't get into game dev sooner. Because this is like Microman was another game that came with a lot of Windows 3.1 installations. Ever play Microman? It's sort of like Windows knockoff Mega Man. Okay, that guy stays dead. Thank fucking God. You hear that? Something's coming this way. There's a little man. How'd you manage to get past that thing? From corporate sent to fix this mess. Sure, I guess so. Take care of it. Dr. Series, Ripley. Yeah, I lost it. It was complete chaos. Wow, this is a lot of exposition. Oh, it's a save station. And a recycler, actually. Didn't I already have this? I thought I already had this before. Or is this something I lost because I died? Yeah. I'm surprised none of the gaming channels have covered the exclusive TI calculator Zelda. Somebody must have, because they cover fucking everything. And they're running out of content after all these years. Pew! Pew! Fuck you for existing. No particular reason. Nature tried to exist near me. Gross. All these flowers. It's a nice little... I'm a sucker for cave ecosystems. ID card required. The science guy would have that, wouldn't he? I don't envy him. 48 hours left. Cool, give me the ID card. Oh shit. Really? He keeps crawling. Oh, that's what I was supposed to fucking do. Let me see if I can. Oh, it doesn't hurt. Oh, that would have been sick. If you could drop it on them. No, no, no! Well, that fucking sucks a big dick. It's like Minecraft, though. You can get your loot back. There might be a time limit, though. Yeah, it reminds me of is the fucking crabs and turtles in original arcade Mario Bros. I have so many abstract memories of like Atari, because we all reach that point in gaming when games become post scarcity because we either discover infinite free online flash games, or we discover piracy, or we discover just what have you. For me, it was my dad bringing home an Atari flash cart and a bunch of chips. They're like solid state memory chips that you could slot into a receptacle on a Atari 2600 flash cartridge, and he had downloaded all the game images from work. So I had like 40 games about. And that's way too much for a kid that age. I mean, as a kid, you're used to getting like one Nintendo game a year for your birthday. No, two. One for birthday, one for Christmas. If you're like from a rich family, maybe your grandma gets you one for Easter. But for me, it was functionally infinite Atari games. If I wanted more Atari games, I just had to ask. My dad would download more from a BBS system at work. People were literally downloading pirated Atari 2600 games over BBS in the late 80s, early 90s. That was a thing from the start. I know, that's that's the thing. They're Atari games. So, was it good? I mean, it was interesting. When you're that age, and that's all you know, and the only point of comparison you have is NES. It's a curiosity, and it was worth the time just to explore a seemingly endless a series of abstract colored squares. Is this a key? What is that? Is that like a health tank? I want to say it's a health tank. Pew! It was the best one. Actually, that's not quite true. Pitfall was the best one. Pitfall was the closest thing to like NES quality game on Atari. It had a definite ending. It had different layers to the gameplay. It had like 100 screens worth of content. Most people never get past the overworld, and they never find out there's an underworld. There's a whole underworld in Pitfall, where you climb between different layers trying to find gold bricks and whatnot. There's also that game where you have a helicopter backpack. That was I don't know if that came out in the 80s or if that was like a modern homebrew thing. I think it was a legacy game. Adventure was not better than Pitfall. What the fuck are you talking about? You are crazy. If you knew how to play Pitfall, it was a great game. Adventure was good, though. I'm not denying Adventure was good. It's funny how we can only name, between us, we can only name 2 games on Atari that were like anything close to resembling the structure of a modern game, where it's more than a single screen and you collect items, and like those were actual games despite the fact that the hardware was shit. Wasn't that a 3D one, Skeleton? It's like a fake 3D maze. I don't like this. Oh! Oh, Giuseppe's butthole is clenched. Oh, there's the elevator. You wouldn't like Giuseppe when his butthole is clenched. It's tight enough to crush a charcoal briquette into a diamond. That is where Giuseppe's family wealth comes from. Really? I already have that. Why would it let me buy it twice? Can I upgrade it? Maybe? Where are these? What the hell? Shoot it. How dare you! Yeet your skeet onto my feet. Bitch titties! Oh, I got set back way the fuck back here. What if the skeleton is just a jaunty party guy? He doesn't want to hurt you. He's just like, why are you running from me? I just want to play horn and dance. Do you hate fun? I could be your Skelebro. Go away, B! Fuck, that was too real. By the way, I found out the crawling creatures, their gravity flips direction when they climb up a wall. If you open a door with one on the side of it, it falls through in the wrong direction. Weird. Bitch titties. Maybe just even a single bitch titty. Bitch titty. I had a lot of weird dreams as a small autistic boy. I used to dream about Atari 2600 games in 3D. Like trying to imagine if... Because there were some games that really pushed it to its limit. Mostly the Activision games. And I was always like, what about if there were somehow Polygon games on 2600? What would they look like? Which is just absurd nonsense. But I guess that's what Jaguar was. Was giant, untextured, abstract polygon objects. It was truly the 3D Atari that I dreamed of. I had weird fantasies. You know, you'd think he'd fantasize about boobs. That came later for me. No, no. No, no. No, 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 no. Did you have like a tape, a VHS tape you used that, for like before? I don't know. Most of you are old, are young enough that the internet has always been available to you. When you are a hormonal young lad, you got to get creative. What I had was Fantasia, and before you laugh at me, realize Fantasia and Peter Pan both had topless fantasy creatures in them. In Peter Pan, it was the mermaids, and in fact, in a remake, I think they added bikinis to them. In Fantasia, they just had fucking bare titties on the Minotaur centaurs, lady centaurs. That could have fucked me up if I had taken that too seriously and been like, this is what I'm into for the rest of my life. I want to say science fiction grounded me in reality. So it's like, there aren't any centaurs, so... Fucking, for God's sake. I think everybody had like a tape like that where it wasn't intended to be titillating, but it was just the most titillating one that happened to be in the family collection that flew under mom and dad's radar. And stuff that like mainstream movies that mom and dad wanted to watch that happened to have like a titty scene in them, so they tried to keep it away from you. That was how I spent my Saturdays, was playing bootleg Atari 2600 games and searching the family video collection for boobs. I could have probably been making social connections during that time. I think everybody has a choice to make at some stage of their life, whether they're going to go for fantasy or reality, because you can't have both. And one tends to take away from the other. Theoretically, you can live in harmony and balance the two. Oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit. Those are really hard to get all of. I hate you so much. Also slasher movies. I don't know why, but they let me watch horror films. Why would they do that? Especially sci-fi. If it was sci-fi, my dad would be like, yep, he can watch it. So I got to see Alien, which was a horrible movie to let an 8-year-old watch. Why would you let me watch Alien? I was scared of facehuggers for the subsequent 5 years of my life. I never felt secure in my bedroom. I always thought facehuggers were gonna get me. I did get to see Sigourney Weaver's 1980 Sigourney Weaver's nipples though. So you win some, you lose some. You know, in that scene, she wanted to have her bush poking out as like a feminist statement. They wanted her to trim it. She wouldn't trim it. She refused because she was wearing like skimpy panties in the last scene. And the workaround was that they fucking airbrushed her pubes, her protruding minge, her minge fringe, is what it's called, I believe, scientifically speaking, out of every shot, like frame by frame, in the end of the film, just because she decided to be difficult. I appreciate that. That's fucking principles. Don't you shoot no fucking spores on me, Superman. I'm gonna just not bother that one. Those beehives are better to just not bother. I need triple jump for that. It would appear. Oh, what are those? Oh, what are those? I hate those. I just met you. I already hate you. I will. Oh, little bud. Don't like the rest. Good thing there's no fall damage. Next is speaking to reset your progress. Okay, cool. Does that hurt me? Oh, sick. What does this lad say? No, you fucking thing. God damn it. That was another core memory of childhood, is my dad is knowing when not to bother my dad. Like whenever he's fixing a bicycle, he'd always hurt himself and swear, and if you bothered him about something at that moment, he would yell at you. Like it was your fault. This, oh, does that... Oh, these ones are affected by gravity. I guess you can only suspend certain objects of specific size. Like one of two things would happen if you bother your dad while he's working on a bicycle or a car. One of them is that you get yelled at, maybe spanked, or number two is come here and hold the flashlight for me. And then you get to feel like a badass for being useful. Yeah, Dad, just us guys fixing cars like guys do. Yeah. What'd I do? Oh, I see. I see. Oh, that's cool. This is starting to get pretty involved, actually. You bitch. Fucking... What do I do? What am I doing wrong? Come on. I need to do it sooner. It's harder. It doesn't... There's an interval for shooting. You can't see. Oh. Ah! Fuck you. Ugh. Oh, I need to be down here for this. I've almost got it. I've almost got it. There we go. What'd I tell you? What'd I fucking tell you? And you doubted me. Don't you lie, you doubted me. Ah! Why, God, would you allow this? No! No! I'm starting to get frustrated. George is getting frustrated. I don't feel like I shouldn't give up on this one, though. This is actually fun. It's never guaranteed. I know that the point of this is to entertain people. This may not be the most fun one to watch someone stream. In which case, let me know and I'll switch. But I'm having a good time. I'm having myself such a good time. Oh, this again. God damn it. Nani. Please, why? I should save after this. I should save after this. I forgot to do the last one. There you go. Now it's time to go down and save because I don't know when I'm going to get another chance to. Now we never have to do that again. Alright, hang on. Fucking goddamn dog dicks. Aha, that worked. I can't believe that worked. That shouldn't work. That's kind of dumb. And I'm glad I saved when I did. Let's see if we can get back where we need to go. Tentacles? What do you even want with these? You don't even know how to use them, tentacles. Please. Tentacles, please. Come on. No, don't make me do this again. I saved. I saved in between. Why would you make me do it again? I might quit this. There we go. Hold on. You know what? I am good at platformers. I am. This is a fluke. There we go. See, that's I just fucking had to do that. You trying to make me cry? You might do it. It's not hard. What's over here, actually? It's just Half-Life barnacles. I learned recently that Charles Darwin spent so many years of his life just studying barnacles, while also raising his small children. They thought it was a normal thing everybody's dad did. And they were like, they would go to other kids' houses and be like, at what time does your father do his barnacles? And they'd be like, excuse me, I'm just a little British child. What the fuck are you talking about? Barnacles, what? Ooh, baby. This is, I think, how you get up here. Okay, that's good to know. Is it, though? What if I brought one of those long pieces up here? Is that what you're supposed to do? There might be a trick to this. Oh, you can't bring them between screens, though, I don't think. Oh, look at how limp and flaccid it becomes. That's upsetting on a visceral level. How does everybody feel about those alpha male Twitter personalities trying to sell like insecure young men books about how to be more manly, which usually just amounts to being really obnoxious and antisocial? I don't mean to sound like a fucking soy jack, but I've eaten a lot of acid, and acid really burns that insecure need to dominate people out of you. It just seems like a grift, basically. I remember being like 17 and being like insecure like that. So I understand how, oh fuck yeah, why it would work at making money. It just seems really fucking lame. Like incontrovertibly lame. Back in my day, we just called those guys tryhards. Modified Lifeforms. So the scientists spread non-native life forms into this cave network for. They would never do that. That's like Prometheus. Like Prometheus was so full of shit that scientists would never do in real life. But it's a video game, I guess. Oh, hello. End of the demo. Oh, there's nothing more to it. I kind of want to get the rest of the upgrades and see what I was missing. It worked out. That's the important thing. Forget remembering to save. That's not a gamer move. Gamers don't save. Just gatekeeping, trying to everything. It's so transparent about like wanting to just be a cool guy. I want to be a cool guy, so I got to invent something that I can do that others can't do, or something that's different about me than other people. It's got to, even if it's just nonsense, I've got to be different in some way and stand out and be a cool dude. Look at the little alien inside the. Oh, that's adorable. I love him. I don't even know what his name is, but he's already my favorite character. This is a pretty well-designed little Metroidvania, actually. I don't really have much to complain about. I like the character designs, I like the writing, I like the gameplay. I don't like that I can't drop the stalactites on these slugs, though. Speaking of slugs, I really have to play Rain World. I know multiple people... Multiple people in my life have been bothering me to play Rain World, and I see why. I watched a YouTube video about Slugcat and singing, and that seems so accordant with my interests. It's unbelievable I haven't already played it. Oh shit, secret. Collective consciousness. That doesn't stand to reason. Plants really do have communication networks. That doesn't mean you would be able to use it to communicate anywhere in the universe. This guy's a little bit off his rocker. You know about that, right? The whole thing from Avatar about trees communicating through a mycelial network. That's real. That was not made up for the film. I don't know that we even know why they do it. There's not really any benefit to trees to knowing what's happening in a different part of the forest. They just do it. Like if one tree's on fire at the edge of the clearing, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna pick up and walk away? They're just gonna fucking scream in tree language, in terror, unable to do anything. Yeah, the mycelial network is real. Also, only the outer layer of a tree is alive. Apparently, I was shook to learn that most of a tree is dead. It's like skeleton. The core is skeleton for a tree, just like humans. You know, I don't care anymore. I'm out of care juice. We spent a lot more time on that than I planned to. Ooh, I remember this one being fun. I remember having a good time with this one. This should be really entertaining. You're like an orb? You are an orb. The best games are the ones where you're an orb. I'm just going to go ahead and make that declaration unilaterally. Drops of essence. Memories are lost. Ooh, baby. Meow. How do I get out of this? Okay, I can manta ray along the floor. So gamepad, Steam control pad does not work. I need a different pad for this. If I want to get the most out of my essence / structure experience, which is a weird sentence. I've gone ahead and said it anyway, just tentatively. That works. So you can zip to the ground. Now you can glide. That's like fucking Splatoon. I remember this being really cool. I don't remember how to actually glide. I can triple jump. How do I glide? Oh, there we go. It's very cleverly set up so these things are just exactly where they need to be to facilitate higher movement. It's kind of a clever little demo I would show to anybody who is interested in designing platformers. Not that I have any experience at that. I should probably design myself one before I do that. Or even talk about it. Okay, that's how I glide. Confirmed. You would think you'd be able to travel across those lines as like fast travel. I think that's the thing we unlock later. It's like Mario Galaxy, or I mean, Odyssey. Bitch fuckers. I can you can zip back here. That's handy. I just don't quite have enough. I don't quite have enough. Oh, there was a hidden one, you little McNugget. You scamp, trying to get away from me. Are you too good for your Manta Ray Master? Am I crazy, or is this actually pretty Kino? Like conceptually and also aesthetically. I thought it was really cool. Actually, in fact, maybe better music would have been called for. Okay, see, the energy lets you extend your glide. Practical problems to solve. Isn't that always how it begins? Oh, it is like Mario. If you do butt stomp and then jump again, you can do a super jump. Have I missed any goodies? You don't get infinite chances to get them goodies, you know. Better go this way first. I believe there's one down here somewhere. Isn't this fucking sick, actually? It doesn't seem that way at first. Or is it all in my head? Is this something only I enjoy? It's a really fun, extremely pure platformer where all the distractions have been subtracted. Bad at platformers, huh? What now? What now, bitches? I think it's sick as hell. I don't care who knows it, neither. I felt a little anxious there. Oh, fuck. Did I miss a globule? I want to say there's goodies down here somewhere. Hope I don't regret this. Famous last words. This is like Mario Sunshine, Eastern European edition. I feel strongly. You know what else I've been tempted to play on stream recently that I've constantly had to talk myself out of is Evo, the SNES Evolution RPG. It's not as good as I remember. I watched someone else streaming it. It has a lot. It has a lot of problems. Like, it doesn't really deliver on its premise. There's like only one part in the game where you actually have to evolve in order to overcome challenges. It's just really grindy. The boss fights are really difficult. You have to use an exploit in order to plausibly beat the game at all. What looked better in its own way was the RPG for PC 98, which preceded it, which is Theory of Evolution. People have been trying to make evolution games for a long time, and had very mixed success. Like, I think for all the crap it gets, Spore is probably the best one. Spore is like the natural development of Evo. Oh fuck, I need to get that one, don't I? Can't neglect over here. Oh, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, like that, alright. That was more straightforward than I thought it would be. I despaired prematurely. I often do. I'm kind of wired to despair, I think, as a person. Rather than try to cope, I just say all is lost and just try to get on with my life. Probably things would have turned out differently if I didn't accept bad outcomes so readily. Now it's not the time to be ruminating about such topics, however. I've got a mission to satisfy, getting this little manta ray lad to the top of this brutalist hell dimension. Am I wrong? This is totally fucking Mario. This is just a different take on Mario, cleverly disguised. It's got a lot of the same obstacles. Oh hey, it's a lore nugget. Started tunneling verbs started turning into stones. What? Pardon? You what, mate? I fear I may have missed savory precious McNuggets of wisdom. Here we go. That would be a bastardly place to put one of those orbs, is up inside a hole in the bottom of that thing. I've decided that before I buy more shit to stream, I need to stream what I already have. But I do have a to-buy list. Like, even as a subset of my wish list that I prioritize. The Spirit and the Mouse looks really good. It's a really cute mouse game. It's a mouse-based platformer, like Stray was for cats. You're just a little cute mouse fella helping people with their problems in a French village in the winter. This looks like a feel-good game. Sometimes I want that. Sometimes I don't want to blast demons or whatnot. Sometimes I want to play cute mouse and help cute mice solve cute mice problems. Shit, I've really upgraded the duration of that, haven't I? You can see it in the lower left. I'm assuming when we get fully upgraded, we'll be able to make a full circle out of that. I don't know, how would I describe this to another person if I was telling them about this great game I played? Like, oh yeah, you're a neon Mountain Dew manta ray bouncing around Eastern European brutalist commie block architecture. What? I mean, right? What? Okay, there's ones down there I can't miss. Oh fuck, I already missed it. What? Speak of the devil. This didn't fall all the way down there. How do I get back up from here? It looks like I don't. Awesome. This is like Super Metroid or Castlevania 4, where if you fall, it's possible to lose like an hour of progress just from falling. There you go. My man here downloaded Russian Architecture Pack off of Unity Asset Store and it's like, job done. I can make a platformer out of this. Probably that's a real thing too, I'm sorry to say. I wonder how long it's going to last. There are people who make their whole living off of selling 3D assets. It's not just Unity Asset Store, it's also Turbo Squid. What's going to happen to those people when a 3D model AI gets really good? Remember when we all thought that art would be the one thing AI could never do? And that logically, therefore, post-scarcity technology would allow us all to become artists? That didn't age well. I can immediately change direction. That's actually handy to know. Did I miss any? Yeah, I missed one. I gotta go back. I'm gonna need all of these eventually. Probably could have saved here earlier and saved myself a lot of time. Can I get that? Yes, I can. Oh, and the architecture actually does change with height. That's... I don't give this enough credit. It's been a while. This feels kind of like the sort of game AI would make, though, where nothing resembles anything definite. But some of it is like halfway discernible as based on buildings. It's funny looking back at AI. The warning signs positive for what? Warning signs were always there. Remember when we first started to see those AI generated pictures where nothing resembles anything, and we thought that was the funniest shit? No one thought to ask, okay, what technology created this? What could it be used for? There's just this presentism bias where we think things are the way that they are now and they're going to stay that way. And that the way they are now represents fundamental limits on where they can go. Or Google Deep Dream, looking at Deep Dream and be like, aha, alright, AI. You tried your best. Maybe one day. Well, it's one day now. AI got there. Structure was capable of feel hunger. What? Oh no. Well, if you're fully vaccinated, it shouldn't be too bad. I may have had it not even known. I know a lot of people who had it and it was like it was just a nothing burger because they had all their shots. It's not even guaranteed to be that bad if you haven't had your shots. It depends on how young and healthy you are. A lot of people were fucking themselves though by imagining they're younger and healthier than they actually are. Like just a lot of tough guys. You're like, yeah, COVID won't hurt me. I'm too virile. Structure seems totally petrified, but it grows. I'm talking like fitness guys, but they're like in their 60s, and they think that because they've been fit their whole lives and exercise, that microorganisms like viruses can't hurt them. And that's not a real thing. It's really cheap. It's a cheap shot to make fun of these people after a lot of them have died. But it's kind of a boneheaded move, also at the same time. Especially bad to your family to play games like that with your health. It's not just you got to worry about. What continues to blow my fucking mind is the ongoing LARP of people who maintain the vaccines are killing like millions of people or even thousands just by attributing every unexpected death of an athlete or whatever to COVID. I mean the vaccines because These are the same people who said that scientists were doing that and doctors were doing that with COVID. I guess that's just projection or some shit. Can I afford to go down there now? There's way more. No, there's way more up there. But the ongoing LARP of people who want the Biden administration to be guilty of something terrible to create parody just because they're still butthurt over election outcomes is frankly fucking unbelievable to me. It's like they live in a parallel reality of their own imagination. You know? Where they care more about using this whole situation to invent crimes for an administration they didn't vote for than protecting the health of their own family. That's insane. I'm sorry to hear that, Samantha Rooney. I care about you. This is the kind of family. I probably shouldn't encourage that, but I feel like as long as my channel is small, I'm not pretending to maintain like friendships with thousands of people that I don't know the names of. It's not as bad. I wouldn't call it a parasocial relationship with you guys because I know you by name. I know you individually. I know something of what happens in your lives. I know about Samantha Roney's frogs and lizards and other animals. I know about Zulu's rockets. I know about Snow Bunny's crocheting. So I'm at a juncture where it's possible to be genuine in my concern for viewers. And like I've said in the past, I need more money, but I also don't want to sacrifice that. That's almost more valuable than the money I would get from a larger fan base. And supposedly there's ways around that. There's fixes where you can select certain people to automatically highlight because you want to see their messages more. It wouldn't be the same though if there were just thousands of people yammering in here. The essence steps through matter. You misspelled there, by the way. It's Their. You used the form of there, which refers to locations instead of possessive tense, whatever. You fucking shitter! Come on, do as I tell you. What do I get up here? I believe this is just fast travel, or it's a new ability. Oons, 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 oons. Oh, that's the ending. So I didn't even collect all the drops. I feel like I should replay it, but that would take too much time. What did you think of that? Wasn't that cool? It wasn't. How to put this? A lot of these games aren't objectively great compared to AAA games or whatever, but they're neato. They're like neat little oddball anomalies. This does not support that gamepad. What does it support? I remember this. This EV1S looking car. I can't read. Oh, discover cadavers near you. I'll be in touch. Oh yeah. Cool car seats, whatever the fuck those are. Fucking Sega 32X looking cars. You collect dead bodies, if I recall correctly. No questions asked. It's a cemetery. I see that. I like watching the new bodies come in and squirm. They shouldn't be squirming. I'm not a fucking corpse scientist, but the one thing I can be almost certain of is that if they're moving, they're still alive to some extent. Don't quote me on that. Aw. Can you see her? I think she saw me. It chops off the top and bottom half because it's not real 21 by 9. It's fake 21 by 9. It's 16 by 9 but chopped. Speaking of which, I'm having trouble with my YouTube shorts. Not all of them registered on the YouTube system as short videos. So some of them appear in regular aspect ratio when they're portrait. Kiss for kiss. Aw. Thank you, Plasma Rabbit. I appreciate you. I think that's a rabbit. That could just be like a dildo. That could be anything, frankly. Shouldn't be so sure. Look at this glorious Nintendo 64 texture. Remember when that was an improvement? When being able to stretch out textures and blur them was better than the alternative? Yeah, the Iron Lung was bad for me too, kid. Can't read the rest of it. Well, he just talks and talks, doesn't he? Well, you okay there? You falling?
Fine.
I'm dying. We're all dying slowly. Get in line. Used to be a fixture. They wrenched my heart. This is like the video game equivalent of a European art house film. What did Eric Cartman say about black and white European art house films? They're always about gay cowboys eating pudding. Found a moldy Turon in that trash over there. And did what now? Cool. Oh, he's the guy who's been calling me. He's just Meatwad. He's just like 50-year-old, tired, worn-out Meatwad. Oh, this is one of the bodies. Okay. Can I throw it in the trash? I can't. Dead or just dying? I suppose not. It's a fucking Porygon. Oh, well, infinite. There's no level barrier. I could theoretically just walk out to the horizon. Where do the bodies go? I forget. This is my favorite genre of Unity game. It's just the shitpost. I guess egg likes are the official shitpost genre, but I've never been too crazy about egg likes. Although this is arguably close to a horror egg like. Bodies. Looks familiar. I think I picked up one of those. Do I bring them to Meatwad? Meatwad, why? Lightning. That doesn't sound pleasant. Yo. He won't talk to me. He's just pretending he doesn't see me. I can't put the... You know what? I can't put it in the trash. I bet you there's gonna be like a dumpster or something. Anyone remember? So I don't have to pay attention too closely what he said to do with the dead bodies. We're gonna just talk to this guy. In fact, this is my spirit animal. This is the true me. Just a ghastly apparition. I would expect this to be where you take the bodies. That's one, okay. I really have a lot of questions about why these dead bodies are just hanging around. And how specifically they perished. Yeah, there was a time. I'm going to make another old man statement. There was a time. Back in my day, there was a time. Oh, nearly outside the gate. When 3D was so fancy and new, there were some demo discs that would include little 3D scenes. And it was just like a little, it wasn't even a room. It was like a ground plane, a bird bath, and like a gazebo. And you could rotate it any way you wanted and walk through it. And it wasn't even, there wasn't more to it. It wasn't a game. It was just like, gee whiz, 3D on my computer. This is what 3D games of the future are going to be like. This was like 1992. Like on a 486 that I played this thing. It looks better than Wolfenstein. Tree. It's like early VR demos. The only point was to be in VR. Well, the only point of early 3D demos was look at your computer rendering real-time polygons. Wow. Because computers were thousands and thousands of dollars back in the day. You could spend as much on a computer as you did on a car. Proportionally, the prices of computers have plummeted. Fill in a trash can. I bet I know where I'll find that. Yeah, floating meatball in a telephone booth. What of it? You ain't never seen one of those? Open in the alley. Oh, so it did. Oh, well, I guess that's the entire... I feel like I wasted my life. And also, the game I displayed now was not great. Are you gonna launch? Installing. 1 year ago. We're gradually climbing our way towards the present. I think the furthest back in time we went was like 2 years in terms of my game collection. That only means I started collecting games intentionally off of itch.io 2 years ago. I know that before that I played a lot of shit off of Game Jolt. Maybe we should do that when we're desperate and scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's probably a lot of good stuff still on itch.io. I mean, Game Jolt. This is not working. Let's actually take a break from itch.io. Hang on. It's still fucking updating that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take us to Strange Town. Strange Town folder where I keep all the Strange Town games. And if you have not seen prior Strange Town games, they're all pretty similar. They have different events, but the same characters and art style. And there's a bunch of them now. There are two I haven't played before. Which we're going to play tonight. Blood of the Killer and Heart of the Killer. So this is I never thought I would say this, but this is charmingly hipsterish. Hipsters made this game, probably a trans hipster, judging by some of the character designs. You're BB the Bunny. Regular night in the big city. Yes, that's what I'll say. They don't know I'm delivering a package. Oh, that's different. You use arrow keys to move around now. Graphics have gotten more sophisticated. What's inside? I'll never tell. I feel it moving softly in my pocket. That's regular. Don't think about it. The draw is the writing and the art, and most just the vibe and sense of humor. It's one of those. Don't think about it. 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 I wasn't thinking about it until you told me not to. Was that fucking meat, Trump? That's right. I meant to try looking it up next time in one of those dreams. Dream interpretation guide. Travel. These things are always open to discussion. Dream of snakes. Lucky dream which portends success in the business and in snakes. Dream of water. Like the water, you too shall receive lottery jackpot dividends. What? Dream of delivering a package. Violent death impending. Don't make plans. That's really weirdly specific. It's 10 a.m. and I'm heading out of the city to investigate a zine deal gone wrong. In the small town of Rivertown, a new distro was started with assistance from Essex City. But recently, communiques from the town have stopped appearing. As the only one who has a rail card, I was appointed to reestablish contact and report on the progress of the scheme. The name of my contact is Clarice. Bong. The next stop is Rivertown. This train no longer stops at Factory. That's a reference to a prior game in the series. I mean, it sounds fine. What do I know? What do I do if she's just been too busy to call? Break her legs? Alas, our organizational charter commits us to accountability in the scene. Does it now? I've never been out here before. Maybe I should try to be more worldly. People are staring at me in the station. So I smile and wave back. That's how you do things in the country. It's funny. It's just a cute character and the lines. It's like Paper Mario, kind of. Welcome to Rivertown, home of the Drinky Bird. Visit the world's largest Drinky Bird while you're here. Wow, you see, this is what you find when you take time. You know, I have played this. I'll play it through anyway, just because it'll be a good setup for the newer one. The statue commemorates the 200 workers incinerated by the Great Drinky Bird factory fire of 19XDX. On the other hand, tour stuff is pretty much the same all over. What? You don't have any camera controls. The camera is just... You're just at its mercy. You can move around and talk. I guess talking is automatic. The only real controls you have are Enter or A button to advance through screens. Brochures speak. This town is picturesque. I'll find out what that means someday. The houses are pretty, but half the doorways are bricked up, as if this place was set on becoming its own shrine. It's clever. It's clever writing. It's a well-told story, and it's got that 2D characters Parappa the Rapper / Mario. Why can't I? There we go. I like it. It shouldn't require that much setup to sell it to people, but it's got an interesting style. Almost none of the objects are polygons. They're mostly sprites. Hand drawn at that. I'm here. Well, Clarice's place isn't far, but I don't even have her number. Won't it be weird if I just show up? Maybe I should buy her a sandwich or something as well. Rows of wooden, non-functional little drinky bird statuettes are the only things for sale at the street kiosk. Are these things a lost technology? Maybe they keep the real ones for connoisseurs. That was not what I meant to do. I want to say these are based on dreams. Dreaming about a town where they manufacture drinky birds. Seems like a dream someone would have. A beautiful remnant of the town's prosperous heyday, sealed and preserved by the Historical Society. Bricks are a bit much. I can't blame them for being thorough. I like it enough that it feels kind of a cock tease that there isn't a bigger game set in this world. Like an RPG would be the obvious way to go. I don't think the point of these games are the gameplay though. The town's famous river, the Erg, strained red by generations of opaque industrial processes, a real taste of the pastoral. Wonder if I can get postcards while I'm here. This person speaks like someone with dual majors in art history and literature. Can't talk to anybody. It's like Finland. But when I visit somewhere new, I always find myself imagining what it'd be like if I lived there. If this road were the one I walked down every day, expected and invisible. Oh, there's a little dude behind me. That's ominous. The same trips to the shops and bus stop now only infused with mystery, like I could be looking at my life from the outside, as if I were myself to become a stranger. See, that's gonna be the killer. There's always a killer in these. I wonder if watching Gilmore Girls has given me inflated expectations around small town life. I'd buy a BB plush, probably. Uh-oh. And I do feel like a special conceited little hipster man, being a fan of this creator and their output, even though they haven't ever, I don't think, sold a game for money. Clarice's apartment should be right in the middle of that smoldering wreckage. Uh-oh. Poor Clarice. I hope she got out in time. Yeah, whack. Don't worry, I'm a murderer. Well, I wasn't gonna worry. Yes? Boy, I was surprised to hear they'd sent two of us out here. Guess this town must be a bigger deal than it looks incidentally. Where's your mask? I'm incognito. Well, good news, I'm nearly through with my report. Yes, the case is nearly closed. Maybe you wasted a trip. Just one or two loose ends. He thinks I'm a murderer, too. Listen, here's a list of the other places on the same supply chain. Check them out and try to reestablish contact. Don't tell anyone who isn't a murderer or I'll have to beat them slowly to death with a hammer. On second thought, tell whoever you like. Ha ha ha. What a nice guy. Thanks, unsafe travels. Unsafe? Wow, what a pro. Hmm? Oh, hey, that's Clarice. That's who I'm supposed to be meeting. I forgot about this. I don't know what the plot is. Man, what was that about? Was that guy looking for Clarice? He didn't seem like a good time to ask him to clarify. Oh, look, it's got a world map. I don't have any other leads. Some of these places do seem like places you drive off of Zine. This is the first one that has a map, I think. Excuse me, would there be a record store around here? Follow the smoke. Uh-oh. May have exaggerated a bit. Any smoke here will have already disappeared along with the owners. It's like MS Paint, the game. Wish I had a chance to poke around in there before it burned. You can find good stuff in these little record stores. I've never even heard of any of these bands. Live from the Bird Museum, Blue D, Hans, and Liz, Night Stranglers. This takes place in a world where murderers are just really, really commonplace. and employed by the state to murder. Maybe that's commentary on something. Who's to say? Well, it's probably not the lounge. The air feels different here. They walk in a large structure. It's a transport tunnel? What's with all the crates? It's a Russian color scheme. What have I gotten myself into this time? Tightly packed bundles of rubber horror masks. Is it from or to? Hey Mandy, I'm thinking out loud, but wouldn't it be easier to follow this girl if we just broke her legs? Oh shit! Scary nurses! Inconspicuously. It's a good point, handy, but we've got to stay undetected. Let's kill her first, then we can break her legs and follow her around. We're missing something, but what? But what? Many possible combinations are there for killing her, breaking her legs, or following her around. Maybe we could experiment until we found the one that felt right in the moment. That's ominous. Why can't we all just get along and be friends? Sexy nurses from Silent Hill.
Hello.
Hello. Aren't you the cutest little murderer? Yes, you are. You're going to be executed for your crimes against history. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Why does everyone in this town think I'm a murderer? Is it just a coat? You have no use denying it. We've already seen you around with the notorious criminal, Murderer X. Also, we've been reading your zine, a truly heinous document that records your many crimes. Cannibal blood feast, more knife murders, decomposing corpse. Those are bands. It's called the Scene Report. Did you really read my zine, like all of it? What did you think? A little prolix. That's not a problem you'll have anymore. This is like me asking people if they've read my books, having bought them. Ha 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 ha. Everyone's a critic. There are also frequently chase scenes in these games. Isn't this charming? Go ahead, fucking try. Try to tell me this isn't charming as hell. Why would anyone store their masks this way? I see the door up and clamber on greasy rubber Dracula masks slipping out in gray cascades beneath my feet. This is so chill. I'm still here with my two pursuers, but hopefully it's even harder to climb up than in heels. Did I fall into a war between rival party supply chains? Yeah, this is like Party City backrooms, isn't it? It's a very high-end, horrible mask facility for such a little town. I wonder who's running it, and I hope I never have to find out. It's just Party City backrooms. I wonder if anyone's written that yet. Kill. What I learned from all that. At least there's two people in this town who bother keeping up with zines. I wonder if they've ever met Clarice. Is this what hipsters do with their time? Is write indie fanzines about the indie band scene that nobody buys or will have ever heard of? I didn't learn anything from that. Next place to go will have some answers. You know, not to sound jaded, but I feel like I've already have a good idea which building here will turn out to have been the book repository. Doesn't this place have a fire department? Mysteriously uncharted pages. What do they say? The true secret of history of the murderers and wreckers by a concerned citizen. I'm not reading that. What is this shit? It just keeps going. Hey. Wait a minute, come back here. Why is he running away from me? Why am I chasing him? It makes a nice change from the usual way around. My vengeance needs blood, Henry James. Return of the Master. Hehehe, the spoils of pointy ton. It can't be. Your IE crunching, slippery flesh. Oh, it's a movie theater. Nobody appreciates the classics. I wonder where that hot guy went. Is this some kind of private cinema? Decades of moldering promo posters, multi-offices I pass by. Feels like I'm the only person to be here for years. Old movie theater backrooms. That's another unexplored avenue of prolonging that concept. I wonder where the hat guy went. Indeed, where did he go? Does not appear to be the right way. I guess there is a wrong way to go. Theater sealed as historical document for the benefit of future generations. Well, as a future generation, I just wish they'd dust. What exactly is this place trying to preserve? Can't go back out. This feels like they learned how to make an object move around and be followed by the camera in the Unity tutorial, and like, alright, let's just make 100 games based on this knowledge. The desk in the office is slightly less cobwebby. Shredded copy of Clarice's zine and a flyer for the Rivertown Historical Society. Well, I did want to visit some tourist stuff while I was here. I didn't learn anything from that. The dude was in the background, though. Rivertown Historical Society. This looks like a fucking Adult Swim cartoon. Therefore, I have sailed the seas, come to the holy city of Byzantium. The Museum of Mechanical Birds. Very well. More than just drinky birds, though they form the firm foundation which our fair town is built. We must strive to see beyond them, move beyond them as our fathers did. Yes. Makes sense. Checks out. Mechanical birds of the future. Just ask Amazon. Oh, a working mirror. It's an actual reflecting mirror. The immortal golden bird. Glory of changeless metal. Well, plastic. Tradition remains. Images of grace. Images of fear. What are you talking about, bro? And machines of burnished gold adorn the great court of Byzantium, and their function was to terrify, to demonstrate wealth and skill, and suggest that these things might be turned upon the viewer. Haha. There's actually some... This sounds historical. The affluent of antiquity did, in fact, commission clockwork automata once upon a time. Which were said to be very impressive in some cases, like clocks that had multiple automata interacting with each other to mark the passage of the hours. They were ultimately powered by sand weights. A beautiful tradition that continues on. Today, contemporary mechanical birds include the military-industrial complex, video games, and the internet. Yet what we might have... I guess that's true, technically. Following this river to its source. That was machine entertainment of the ancient world, was automata. It was like their video games, kind of. At points widening, becoming... he's right behind me. New birds for new age. Yes, then what happened? Last, the factory burnt down. Drinky Bird Mark II. There's a sequel to Drinky Bird? Alright, we'll catch the culprits. Won't you put your name in the guest book? Commemorative t-shirt, ashtray mug. You wouldn't understand. It's a mechanical... it's a mechanical bird thing. You wouldn't understand. I want that shirt now. I legit want that. I would wear that. learn anything from that. Surely this place will have answers. The town's secret history is at the junk store. That's what I'd say if I hasn't accepted my own rat-like impulse to dig around in piles of used clutter by now. Still, you find things out. Isn't this charming? Confess, it's charming as hell. It's a thrift store. Entering crate mode, I rummage and discover cookery books, bits of wire, machine parts, old video game consoles. Fuck yeah, jackpot. Used medical textbooks with horrifying illustrations. The search goes on. You never find used game consoles anymore because they get snapped up for the collector's market. Anthologies of inscrutable political cartoons, mushy golf balls, old newspapers with rambling letters to the editor from a concerned citizen, rubber spider, scratch that regular spider. BB's so good. The Bort dolls. Oh, that is Bort. A lot of box of ancient drinky bird figurines, but whatever strange alchemy once made them drink is long departed. Sweet bird of youth. What is the fucking writing? What is the writing in this series? You see what I mean? Nobody glances at me as I explore, which is possibly some roundabout way of asserting vendor's dominance. Well, there's no sign on the warehouse back to say it's not part of the sale area. Problem with this camera scheme is that if you go the wrong direction that you're not intended to, the illusion kind of falls apart. What if they keep the good stuff back here? Decrepit industrial machinery are stacked around. This is the good stuff to someone. Yeah, me. This is what I'm talking about. I could spend 10 years in here. The drawers of the old office desks are stuffed with rotting, mulched receipts. The header on one reads Golden Bird, LLC. Are these all from the Drinky Bird place? They really tried to scale. Old cogs and rubber casting trays. The outline printed on them seems familiar, like a face I glimpsed once of dream. Yeah, it'd be cool. You ever see Junkyard Wars? What if we made a prison that worked that way? Like, if we built a 100-foot high wall around a junkyard, and we put the prisoner in there, and food shows up through like a tube or something every so often, so he can eat and drink. And if he's able to build something that enables him to escape the 100-foot high wall, he gets to be free. That's how he wins his freedom. Yes? No? Maybe? At the desk back at the last table. Sword fighting a bear? What? Drinky Bird Mark II. See it in the organic world to the same degree that reflection gets darker and weaker, the race grows ever more radiant and dominant. What? As two lines intersect on the side of a point, and after passing through infinity, suddenly come together once again on the other side, or the image in the concave mirror suddenly reappears before us after drawing away to the infinite distance. What? So too does grace return once perception has traversed the infinite, such that it simultaneously appears in the purest and bodily structures that were devoid of consciousness, or which possess infinite consciousness, such as in the jointed mannequin or the god. What? You spelled mannequin wrong, dipshit. Oh, that doesn't bode well. That sounds like meat. I've heard some meat in my time. Let me tell you, I know meat when I hear it. By the way, don't buy me food tonight. I may ask you next time, though. I'm trying to finish the Habitat Towers, so I'm running out of money pretty quickly compared to normal. And I managed to game the system tonight. It turns out there's a bug in the software that's common to a bunch of different fast food apps. I've only tried it at McDonald's before, but I found out about this on fucking TikTok of all places. Apparently, a lot of them use the same system, and if you apply a reward to your cart, and you go to fulfill the order, it doesn't get deducted from your points right away. Like, you can receive your food, and there's still a window of time where you're waiting for the app to update and take away the points that you spent on that reward. And if you go to your cart and remove the items from your cart before that happens, then it refunds the points. I was scared to try this. I don't know why. What are they going to do to me? Put me in burger jail? Like, is Mayor McCheese going to send Officer Patty after me? I tried it once, though, and it worked. So I've technically stolen from McDonald's. Clarice? Oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck. Oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck. Wait, 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 wait. Why was she trying to kill me? What's a painting of BB? Not long. Just this evening. That's how I ate this evening for free. I doubled my order for free, basically. I redeemed the points inside the restaurant the second time, though, which seems to break the sequence. They wound up deducting the points after all because I used it in the restaurant through the QR code. I think it only works in the drive-thru. Oh, now I'm... Oh, shit. I thought that was a cutscene. I'm Clarice now. On a mission of murder. Probably that's going to get fixed quickly, though. I can't be the only person who's availing myself of that, given that I found out about it from social media. I don't know. I would assume so. You think they're going to charge me for it? I don't think they would do that. I think that they would just eat the cost and be like, our bad, and then correct the app. Was that Clarice or not? Maybe she didn't recognize me. Poor BB. Somebody's always trying to murder BB. She lives in a world with entirely too many murderers. Attention, patrons, attention, enter. Oh, this is the placemat at the restaurant. I'm all out of leads. Is it a breach of fake detective etiquette to just go home? Don't get up. Open mic time is about to begin. Please enjoy the first act in an hour at amateur musical stylings. Twang. I hate this. Oh, it's the nurses. We'll meet tonight at the dark end of the street, you and me. Nearly getting killed is bad enough without having to listen to musical numbers about it. I've been here all day, and what did I even accomplish? I'm sick of it. I'm going home. The zine committee will have to cut their losses. What do I pay my dues for anyway? Well, admittedly, the tote bag is kind of cute. Oh shit. Well, I don't have any money for them to charge. My account will go negative, and then my bank will charge me $33 overdraft. Admittedly, the tote bag is kind of cute. Nevertheless, I'm out of here. It wasn't a bunch of food. It was just a sandwich and one extra sandwich. But I guess that does sound like something they would do. You don't fuck it with Ronald McDonald. You're not fucking with Ronald McDonald. This seat is the comfiest thing I've ever felt. They should roll me up in this when they put me in the grave. Train is now departing. Next stop is factory. Final stop is factory. What do you mean final stop? You said it didn't... Uh-oh. You said the train didn't go to the factory anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fucking uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, shit! Wait, don't kill me. Hey, wait, where'd they go? It was all a dream. It was all a dream. I don't know where I am, but I appear to have both eyes and most of my blood. Were those two just posers? A cool night breeze comes in the open door. Or am I still dreaming? Statues half submerged in ivy heap up on the lawn. Unlit factory buildings to spread into the distance, leading inexorably towards a mansion on the hill. This is 100,000% certain to be a dream. The door's wide open. Aren't they afraid that someone might steal all their clocks? I really only need the one clock, actually. Hey, there's a mimeograph. I've always wanted one of those. Smudged carbon copies are ankle deep across the floor. What's a mimeograph? Is that like an early copier? Sternly announcing the dangers of unfettered mimography. Fair enough. It is a often underrated and overlooked danger in our modern, fast-paced world. What do these letters say? Dear sirs, first my warm compliments upon the previous day's Mary Worth cartoon, which I found both delightful and instructive. I've enclosed more ideas. Yeah, I understand if it's that much money, but if it's like one sandwich, it's not going to break my bank. I mean, it might for me because I'm fucking broke as shit. I note with dismay your decision not to comment upon the increasingly outrageous price of cinema popcorn, a scourge which perhaps funds drug or gang activity. See previous letters. Can't eat for free in this world. Decline of moral values, rivers of blood. Can they legally call it a happy meal if eating one makes me depressed? Please print this letter. Faithfully yours, a concerned citizen. I bet it was that guy with the green face and the top hat. He seems like the sort of person who'd write letters to the editor. Oh shit, Clarice. Don't fucking kill me. Is she asleep? She's chasing me. Not chasing me. This is my chance to see if it's really Clarice. This is a really stupid choice. Yeah, no kidding. Wouldn't do that if I were you. You made a real mess of her face getting all the pieces inside. This way, please. Don't worry, she's harmless until you turn the key. Mostly we just hang coats on her and stuff. That's right, where'd my coat get to anyway? It's around here somewhere. We didn't really have the figure for it. It was like chasing a round kid from Don't Look Now. Okay, thank you. Next time I'll get my clothes from sexy Halloween nurse bin at the party warehouse instead. Couldn't hurt. Oh, I mean, you are nurses. Of course you would say that. Uh-oh. Hello! That's right. I, heir to the Drinking Bird dynasty, am secretly the concerned citizen whose inflammatory pamphlets have been causing such a stir. I don't really care. The saying Freud expected of a true revolutionary, right down to the classic cell system. Each distro or cadre knows nothing of the others. But you didn't predict what remained of the Drinking Bird Mark II technology could be used to rewire a human brain. A rookie error. Excuse me? Once we infiltrated the network, it was easy. It was a shame your organization's tendrils had reached so many local businesses. But sacrifices had to be made. Interestingly, they had some sideline involving rubber horror masks. A coincidence, I guess. Why is that the thing you guys aren't paranoid about? And here appears you, attention caught by the carnage, a representative of the National Corps is sent out to review the situation. Admittedly, I didn't think you'd burn down half the town in the process. Who knows what true depravity lurks in the criminal soul. I only got here today. I thought you were the people burning stuff down. Don't be silly. If not you, then who? Oh, that guy. It's nothing you have to worry about. Just give me a second and then this body won't be you anymore. It'll be a new thing that has your face and your name, and we're going to use it to kill all your friends. Sounds fine. Won't that be nice? Nurses, can you bring you the blood bucket before I open her head this time? Nurses? Uh-oh. Oh, it's Clarice! You deal with it. You deal with it! Do I smell smoke? I guess this would explain incinerating lettuce. The editor led up the stairs. Just why is fire safety such an issue in this town? Smoke pours through carpets and twists into strange shapes in the air. Glimpsed figures, vegetable outlines. Air the pop of drinky birds exploding in their crates. Emerging and dissolving in the air, reaching hands, a ghost, a staring head, a bloody mask. Is this the history the guy was so keen on? I don't know if I get the appeal. What is this world? Am I right? This is the worst work vacation of my life. I can't believe I didn't even get to see the world's largest drinky bird. That's what you're upset about? Oh, that thing. Ah. Clarice, please. Wait, don't. Is that my coat? Aw. I'm glad you're feeling better. And I'm just here to check in on the zine distro you were putting together. Oh, fuck. That was pushing it. After a while, I made my way off the statue and took the last train home. What remained of the mansion was still burning when I left. I never found out just what happened to Clarice. They say if you hold the zine event in a quiet country town, she will appear and not buy anything. That's Strange Town in a nutshell. That's the essence of Strange Town. I want to play another one. This is the most recent one. Eventually, I'll go back and play all of them over again because that's the name of the game. We are revisiting the glorious past on this channel. All the games I've streamed before but didn't record are going to be streamed anew. It's new to you, probably, a lot of these. Oh, it's a romance one. Heart of the Killer. Who is seeking after BB's affections this time? Sometimes when I wake up, there's a moment where I don't know who or what I am. The cloak of habit falls away. I look around in an alien land, a distant country full of objects whose use will remain forever unknowable to me. Then I get up and move over to the window. Do I have a drink left? I'm thirsty. I hit a button accidentally, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Let me get my water bottle. Oh shit, better graphics. I'm still in the Dream Resort after all. Dream Resort? She says it so matter-of-factly. As if I know what the fuck that is. Part of sleeping in a different bedroom is feeling like you might awake as someone else. I better start my rounds in case it turns out I'm still myself after all. You ever think about that? About the possibility that every time you go to sleep, you die and a new copy of you is created with all your memories? And that's who wakes up? Philip K. Dick thought about that enough to write a whole book about it. Outside is another perfect summer day. Nothing is stirring within any of the buildings. Isn't there anyone who wants to dust? Who has to dust? Pardon me? Oh, I see. I wish they'd at least serve breakfast with these. What did you dream about? What did you dream about last night? Erotic disavowal. Collecting plastic figurines. Being chased around. Memory of particular basement. Multiple basements. Friend whose face you can no longer recall. Arguments. Carpet warehouse. Other use attachment B. Being chased around. A new world of exciting wallpaper greets me from behind the door. Yes, they're still coming in to redecorate while I'm asleep. Today's the standby pop art basement. I wanted to read that thing more. I'll have to replay this. The dresser drawers are varnished shut and can't be opened. Possibly for insurance liability reasons. Stock photographs of smiling families stare down at me from the top of the shelves. getting harder to tell how long I've been staying. For a while I kept a tally. Someone else seems to have been adding to it lately. Little Pipe's a nice touch, though. That sad Ewok dog gives me weird feelings. The sofa's covered in some hard, waxy substance that makes it impossible to lie down for any length of time. Is this placeholder furniture, or could it be interior design? Outside in the corridor, it's quiet and still. No noise but the sound of distant elevators moving up and down behind the walls. I have to assume things will be less creepy here once this place is actually open for business. It's hard to say for sure. The other rooms are already boarded up. Seems a bit much as a security measure, but I guess it's nice to have a break from the overall frou-frou aesthetic of this place. Dial-A-Boy. This is a boomer reference. There's a 90s game where you imagined getting phone calls from cute boys. I mean, this was a girl game, but I mean, I guess for some guys it was a guy game. I have no idea which of the buttons do because I refuse to touch it and find out. That was a real board game. Well, I haven't seen another person since I got here. I should still probably change out of my pajamas before I go to work. Maybe they're waiting for me to slip up. It's like Mall Madness. That's the most 80s thing. Those are the two most 80s things. I believe the phone game was called Dream Date, where it had like really, I mean, digital audio storage was not state of the art in the 1980s. It was heavily compressed, so in order to store, like, there was maybe like a dozen voice clips in the entire game. It was like a dating simulator, visual novel, but in the form of a plastic telephone and some trading cards. It was like a girl's eroge. Can't go back that way. I wonder what that would look like for boys. I mean, by the time you're old enough to be interested in girls, you probably wouldn't play a game like that. I don't know where to go. Change out of my jammies. How do I do that? I appreciate that there's not multiple sprites for different angles. There's like one walk cycle for BB and that's it. There's not even a backside. Dressing room feels like being stuck in a wardrobe. The air is still unheavy, as if smothered by too many coats. I'd better see what the options are today. Frocks and gowns, expensive looking but weirdly out of style. Like they're pillaged in bulk from an abandoned prop warehouse. Well, at least that would explain some of the stains. Ew. Decisions. Oh, it's dress up. Man, these are both sort of preppy. I get to choose which one. Which one is cuter? I want to say this is cuter. Maybe for the best, no one will actually see me in these. Behind something slides beneath the door. Oh, participant. In my new outfit, I feel more or less likely to achieve my goals. My favorite clothes that make me feel girl CEO, murder victim, fast casual. Forbidden areas. I never caught a glimpse of whoever leaves those forms around. Maybe it's for the best. I'm never sure if I'm supposed to tip these kinds of situations. Elevator go down. She's eating somebody else's room service. That tracks. She would do that. Oh, she changed her outfit again. It's Agent BB. What's up? Boss, I've decided to resign my commission as a mystery shopper. It was fun at first, you know. Paid to roam around the shopping district looking for things that didn't fit, empty aisles, furniture that looked off-brand. Each discovery seemed charged with a secret meaning, a hidden transmission from the heart of the mall. Quit doing that. It's the grips on the gamepad. I love little BB. I love tiny BB. World Map BB. Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do also? 50% sale. Oh, there's more this way. I see. Am I supposed to touch an icon? There we go. Do you have nothing better to do? Would you like to make some money? That's a real thing, isn't it? Mystery shoppers that billionaires hire just to surprise them with stuff. You have that much money. And it did it again. I'm not sure exactly the boss. Thanks for another great report on Mall Zone 5. Can I leave the universe? I'm not sure how to proceed, actually. Tiny BB seems to be getting smaller, too. This doesn't work. I might have to quit. I hate to say it. Probably this could be chalked up to the fact this is the latest Strange Town game, so there could be expected reasonably to be some bugs which have not yet been ironed out, because I can't interact with the eyeball speech balloon. You just don't do it. Muslin underwear. I thought only Mormons had special underwear. Yeah, I don't think this works correctly. That's a shame. Let's take a little intermission and look at some of what I've been spending my time doing lately. These are cringe poems. I used AI to generate imagery. Originally, I used AI to read the voice lines too, but it didn't do a very good job. I blame that on myself. I trained my own imitator AI on Hampshire videos, during which I don't really emote at all. So it wasn't ever going to be very good at reading poetry. I'm trying to correct that. I'm trying to read more of stuff that I emote for. so that stuff like this turns out better.
My heart is a vestigial organ, one I no longer require. Dried out and wilting, a derelict building, surrounded with rusty barbed.
Probably you can't hear that. Let me turn this way up.
Wire. My heart is for...
Let's go back and start again.
My heart is a vestigial organ, one I no longer require. Dried out and wilting, a derelict building, surrounded with rusty barbed wire. My heart is for sale, only used once, average to poor condition. No longer functions, but fit for display in the offices of a mortician. My heart is the rain on a window, an autumn leaf dead on the ground. My heart is a bag of cats dumped in a river, even though they were already drowned.
So it's just me being a gloomy bastard. Some of these have really cool images, though.
Hell is awareness of what might have been, if only I made different choices. The timeline I want's not the one that I'm in. For this reason, I'm haunted by voices. They scornfully mock my attempts to escape from what is to what might have been. Nor, I lament, can I rewind the tape and try it all over again. Among all the creatures in nature, man's the only one that can cry. Consumed by their fight to survive through the night, those creatures must contemplate why. How are we so weak that our eyes should leak, must confuse them to no end. Their oblivious minds will outlast mankind's, for they don't dwell on what might have been. Hell.
It's just all stuff like that. Not all of these registered correctly as shorts. Some of these turned out like this instead. I don't know what I did wrong. I won't subject you to too many of these because probably that's not your thing. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, toes crossed, testicles crossed, that brings in more viewers to the audiobook channel that my publisher set up, which I'm able to access as a contributor. Because ideally, what's going to happen is we're going to have our in-house voice actor adapt a selection of my works to audiobook format, and we're going to sell some of them, and others will be given away free on the YouTube channel. That's what I'm up to. I've made 9 of those. They're on TikTok. Actually, they did really well on TikTok. I guess just because it's different. From the usual standard fare. I got like between 500 and 900 views on each of those motherfuckers. Well, this runs awfully. Hang on.
I was trying to...
Let me see if I can run the demo any more efficiently. This is a larger file size. Is that because this is a demo for a full game? Is this a newer one? Wow, that audio sounds really bad. Probably I need to readjust. Hang on. What's happening? Here we go. I need to turn this down, otherwise it's going to blow your ears out. Here we go.
I remember getting the call vividly.
Cat, really? You chose now to loaf on the desk? gonna put the cat cam on you. Is that what you want? You want the people on the internet to see what a lazy loaf you are? I can't see anything currently. Cat's standing sideways in front of the monitor.
Control.
I guess that's my sign to. If she lays down, I'm gonna put the camera on her. I can't see shit right now.
Connected to
Cat, do you mind?
walkway. Now
Do you mind,
leaving
Cat?
the atmosphere.
Copy that.
I can kind of see. Can't see now. She's in the way. I can't read that either.
200 to 300 meters long.
Those are all necessary, Snow
Strange
Bunny.
shape, be a natural form.
Hang on. Cat, move. Cat, move. Move, cat. I dare not move her, though. She's so cute. And close all my tabs. If it'll let me. It's not letting me close the browser. Probably that's not a good sign. Let me turn on the cat cam. I need to make sure I have the right camera selected. This will be worth it, trust me. Trust me. That's not the right one. This is the right one. Do you mind? Cat, do you mind? Do you mind, cat? You only want to be on the desk if it's blocking my view, don't you? I can't see the controls. Hang on. Can't see past the cat. That doesn't seem to be the right camera. How are there more than one camera here? Where's the other one? No, that's the one. That's the one that's plugged in. It should be working. Oh, you know what it is. I need to select a different one. There it is. Cat cam coming right up. There we go. Such a deal. Everybody's going to be doing this. They're going to be copying it. I'll be the pioneer. This is what I have to deal with. Oh, gross. Oh, don't do that. Oh, gross cat. You're a disgrace, you know that? Now I'm stuck. Game no longer works. Oh wait, yes it does. Wasn't accepting my inputs. I'm a stupid fool. Is it rendering correctly? It doesn't seem to be. Does not seem to be. Let's try this. That should work better. As an ocean nerd, emphatically, you cannot jump in a suit like this. It's not a real thing you can do. You can't really even walk in them. The legs aren't really there for walking. They're there so that you have somewhere for your legs to go. Some of them don't even have separate legs. They just have like a pod. You stick both legs into it. What demon or god did I anger? I can't catch a break. I fixed my microphone so my voice quality is decent, and this is the audio I get.
Seems to be where the living quarters were. There's a number of
This sounds awful. I can't stand it. I'm sorry.
cells along the wall.
That just fucking sucks and doesn't work. On the upside, cat cam. I should have chosen a cat with a white coat of fur so she would show up better on camera. Then again, I wasn't planning any of this. Also, I have a white desk, don't I? I can't see the icon for Ichio. She's right in front of it. If I stand up, it'll startle her. I need to stand up to see over her. There we go. Haunted Cities. Fuck yeah, that's a much better one. At least I'll enjoy this. Grandmother, Leech Bowl, or Penta? Let's start with Penta. If you're not familiar, Haunted Cities is a anthology. Could you hold still, cat, and not flip the fuck out so I can see around you? Because the gamepad works partially. They didn't really account for Steam controller. They never do. When Steam controller works at all, it's coincidental. Island of Whispers. It said that this was where she came to compose her songs, including the aria which kept the Black Star from waking to engulf the sky. Popular legend tells that if one is to sleep here at the time of aphelion, stars will quiet enough to hear her singing. I don't remember this one. This looks a lot like a VR chat map. It was here that the swords first fell against her skin and opened her veins, which hemorrhaged the spirits she had housed within her heart. So many were the spirits that they welled within the world and condensed like a water to become a standing pond of lonesome wraiths. Okay. It's atmospheric. You see what I mean, though, right? This is just a VR chat map as a game. I'm here for it, though. The Grey Henges. While it is not known for certain what drove her from the island, it is said that the swords were a beacon for the Grey Henges which gathered in the air and surrounded the island as she slept. Most maintain that she gave her life to drive them away, while others believe that she was taken by them to the well of the Howls and thrown in. That's my reading voice. My reading voice sucks. This is why it's a good thing that my publisher has their own voice actor. Is that a fucking street lamp? Oh, no, it wasn't. Where's the light coming from? I can jump. I appear to be on what is some sort of floating island above indeterminate clouds. This is like unreal, I guess. I wish the camera was pointed at her face so you can see how cute she is when she sleeps. I could probably move the camera. There you go. That's the view that you really want. She's just the cutest cat. You know I'm talking about you, don't you? Her fur isn't perfectly black, though. I think black fur must be a dominant gene in cats, because if they're black, they're black. But if I shine light into it, she's got like a layer of maybe auburn. She's got lighter fur underneath the black outer layer. She's got like brown and gray fur underneath there. Need a kitten. Mowgli. I could have called her Mowgli. That would have been a really cute name for a kitten cat. Little Mowgli. Can you tell you're being watched? Ooh, a castle interior. We need to give her more diffuse light. Or how the visibility will be. She's so photogenic is the problem. I recognize none of this. Appears to go nowhere. It's just collapsed. It's this. Oh! Well, that was the trigger, it turns out, for a game event. I was wondering when it was going to get spoopy. Obelisks have been BTFO'd. What is this? What is the meaning of all this? What's going on here? Can I jump in the water? Oh, you can get in the water. You can't sink very far, though. Do I draw the penis? Do I go to the obelisk? Okay. Well, none of this looks good out here, so I'm gonna go back inside. Can't see her very well, can you? That'll be better. I can't see shit on the monitor now, though. Annoying her. I'm annoying the kitty cat. Can't do that. Problem is I need to shine the light on her face to get any visibility. Oh, it switches between the two worlds. I see. I'm gonna switch the camera position again. I need to put the camera on like a boom, so I can get it pointed how I need it to. Shit, fuck. Shit, fuck. It's all in the mind. You want to test me? I think you'll find. Actually, I wrote that rap, didn't I? Oh yeah, I did. I actually took time out of my day to write a Dicks, come, it's all in your behind. Try to nut fast, it's a race against time. Yeet your skeet onto e-girl feet, yeah. Watch my technique for a lesson from teacher now. Why did I set 10 minutes out of my day aside to write that? Did I think that would be important at some point? Evidently I did. So if you go in the castle, everything changes to nightmare mode when you leave. I don't know if there's actually a point to this though. I think that's the entirety of it. There's 2 more games in that collection, however. Come on. Something's not working right. The whole computer is frozen now. There it goes. Something's happening. Something's happening. I don't know what's going on. I can't control anything right now. I'm not done with that game. Hang on. Control Delete. Still waiting for the 100% CPU utilization. What is eating up all my CPU? No, I don't want to open that window again. Please get out of my face. I believe that fixed it. Yeah, I think I fixed it. Let's try that again, but a different game. Back to cat cam. This time let's play Leech Bowl. They're all the same file size, oddly. It's less exciting when she's just a lump loaf. And to be fair, she's a lump loaf quite a lot. So actually, let's try to position the camera so we can see the lump loaf better. Can I do this? Will this work? There we go. She keeps moving around. I'm just trying to get a good angle of you. You're photogenic, cat. Oh, pretty. I mean, after a fashion. Botfly RD. Is that credits? Left trigger zooms in. I've had dreams like this. There's an oil refinery in the distance. Sure enough. Transmission tower.
Do you remember some time ago in an Eastern scientific institution, they kept a piece of heart alive for weeks on end? Well, I got to thinking, what if that heart began to grow and grow and grow and grow?
That's premium cat cleaning footage.
Hello, operator. Give me Mr. Regan fast. Hello, Mr. Regan. This is Lewis. Listen, get me a rewrite, man. The thing's still growing. No, Chief, I tell you the truth. The corridor's choked with living, crawling flesh. No, I'm not drunk. I'm telling you the truth. That little piece of flesh is growing until now it's jamming that building. All inside the space of an hour.
Can I grab that? I can't.
To believe me, it's the greatest news story of the generation, and here you argue with me. I tell you it's the truth. You've got to believe me.
Believe me, I tell you the only hope is to burn the building to the ground at once. Now, wait a minute, Doc. Wait a minute. Take it. I tell you, burn it to the ground. Burn, I tell you, take it easy.
I come back here later for bottles, I believe. It tells you. Oh, it tells you what road you're on. Sputum Avenue. Do I need a map for this? If I recall something of this game, oh, there's running. Okay, cool. Oh, infinite fucking plain with dead trees. Cool. It's like a fucking Sega Saturn game with the infinite VDP2 layer. That's the real nightmare, is being trapped forever on a VDP2 plane. Can I position this so that the cat is in frame? I guess I'll find out in about 15 to 30 seconds. Oh, look at your toes. Your fucking toes are the cutest shit in the world. Look at this. That street. What is that font also? It's like the Sony Spider-Man 3 font. Actually, no, it's not. It's like, what is that? It's from Hatred, I think. Hematoma. Oh, these are all blood related. I forget if it's Kitty Horror Show or Ada Rook who makes these. I'm pretty sure it's one of the two. Both of which are trans. There seems to be a lot of trans indie horror devs. I don't know what that's about. Maybe the difficulties in their lives make them more prone to negative ideation. That would be understandable. That's what got me into horror as a genre. It's just wanting to turn my difficult, hard times into something that had some kind of artistic value to it. Ew, wait a minute. These have blood in them. These are fucking blood bottles. Why? For what possible purpose? I remember there is a goal to this. This isn't just a mood piece, even though it really looks like one. Even though it really, really looks like a mood piece. That audio clip was from Lights Out, by the way. I hope I don't get copyright struck. That's Lights Out was like a classic horror radio show. I believe I recognize the story too as the Chicken Heart. Aha. That there is a motherfucking key. She may look clean, but her flesh remains her own, her mind remains her own. Find her, follow her. We will not go unfed. Oh. I think it's fine that her flesh remains her own. And her mind remains her own. I don't see what the issue is. Frankly. No, Valve, I don't want to use the keyboard right now. So you can open a couple of these doors. And there are rooms inside. I think I opened one of these before. I think they're both bars. One's a bar, one's a cafe. Or one of them's like a shop or something. And they're marked with red illumination. Which probably means I can find a key in the other one too. This is such a common dream environment as to be trite almost. This is an abandoned industrial town. Who amongst us has not been here during our somnambulescence, or whatever that word is? Somnambulescence. Somnambulance. There's a word for dream travels. I forget it. My brain works pretty well. It works like 75%. And falling with each passing day. What do you think of my cute, fucking, adorable cat? Unbelievably cute cat, right? Am I right? Who would even dare dispute that characterization? Okay, so that key doesn't work anywhere I've seen. Oh! All the better to drain you with. These do serve a purpose. I had no fucking idea these even did anything at all. Does it hit all sides at once? It does hit all sides at once. It's once per building. Nasty. Imagine the smell, though. Probably it smells pretty good. The pork chop sandwiches. What else could possibly be my purpose in this world but to paint the town red, as it were? Oh, look at her little leggy waggy. Look at her little pork chop. Look at her little turkey drumstick leg. You're just a sleepy little baby. Oh, hey. I see what's called Leech Bowl Road. I bet you if I throw an ampule up against that refinery building, something will appear. It seems too centrally located and important not to be a vital section of the story. Here we go. I was in here before.
Do you remember some time ago, in an Eastern scientific institution, they kept a piece of heart alive for weeks on end?
Haven't I been here?
I got to thinking, what if that heart began to grow? And grow, and grow, grow.
Hello, operator. Give me Mr. Regan fast.
No, I guess not.
Listen, get me a rewrite, man. The thing's still growing. No,
I guess I'm just a big sexy dummy man.
living, crawling flesh.
As it turns out, there's no key in there. Uh-oh. Well, let's try that one again. That didn't work right. I'm actually really interested in that one. I don't want to give up quite yet. The implication is that if there's a key, then it opens something. Which means there's more to this game than just the mood. Maybe this is this where it was?
Do you remember some time ago, in an Eastern scientific institution, they kept a piece of heart alive for weeks on end? Well, I got to thinking, what if that heart began to grow? And grow, and grow, grow.
That's the plot of Pokemon Heart Gold, right? Actually, no, that was the plot of, what was it? Organ Quarter. That a program for growing organs outside of the human body get out of control somehow. And that they just didn't stop growing. Make sure to take one where it needs to go. Nothing? Really? Oh, there's edges. I can go around. Which of you absolute monsters would wake up this sleeping cat? None of you, I hope, right? Y'all know better than that, right? This is why I don't let you make any noise. She dreams of sweet, sweet violence. And nighttime cat crimes is her favorite dream topic. We didn't used to be this close. I mean, we were really close when she was a kitten. And then she got standoffish because her hormones got all weird when she got preggers. And then she had Gremlin and we didn't have any alone time together, so she was always stressed out. Now she's really affectionate again. She lets me hold her and will fall asleep in my arms and stretch her leggy weggies out and her arms out. So she's like in a Superman pose, upside down in my arms. And just fall asleep like that and then start twitching. She's just my favorite little creature. Who could fail to be charmed by such a creature as this? No one. None amongst ye. Pardon me. I remember there being... no, that can't be right. I must be misremembering. I remember there being a generator inside the fenced off area. Is it just trash? It's really just trash. An auto-closing door, cool. Amazing technology these days in these industrial towns. Nothing? I hear something on the other side of that fence I don't know about. I'm unsure of it. I haven't been to the bar that has the key yet, though. Since falling through the world. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I don't know where I am now. It's amazing how effective that is. Despite just being a texture change, it really... it's so visceral. This person incorporates medical terminology to do with blood in a bunch of their games, as I recall. Like the hemolymph and whatnot. Which, I mean, fair enough. It's cool sounding. Oh goodness, Dad, cow leech. What? Blood, blood, blood. I can hear her blood. She's turgid with it. What are her secrets? Gorge yourself on blood, never stop. What? What? I mean, she is full of blood. Yes, good. What? Gorge becomes succulent. Dig for victory. For their sake, seek our malice in the soil, crawl between our teeth. I actually somehow never noticed the propaganda before. That's unsettling, to say the least. Let me out of this place. Post haste. Little sleepy kitty cat. You are just a little sleepy kitty cat. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got another message, I think. Not on this side, though. Which side did the message appear on? Oh, this one. I believe we already had that. So what should we be looking for? Should we be looking for big white surfaces that messages could possibly appear on? Probably wherever these things are. Ah, there we go. That skin of yours seems awfully tight. Thank you for noticing. I work on it. This one? No. This one? No. I know better than vandalism. This would be such a gross way to do vandalism. Is just steal blood from a hospital and fill up plastic bottles with it and then just throw them like water balloons. I guess water balloons would work better, actually. Those plastic bottles are tough. That's where another message appeared. Oddly enough, the one place you'd expect a message to appear, it has not appeared on the refinery. Aha! This one had a message too. It's not a bad building, actually. Not all these are bad buildings. Some of these look like decent places to put apartments. I can't say as I've really questioned why we're doing this either. It just seems like obvious, like that's the thing we would be doing. What else are you gonna do in a small town for fun? You can fuck, you can get drunk. You can tweak, a lot of people just tweak. Is this where I started, or is this what the key opened? I want to say this is the starting area. We have not so far, to my knowledge, we haven't found where the key goes to. Aha. Nothing here for you but a place between our teeth. Whose teeth? What teeth? Show yourselves, cowards. Who's ready to get sexy? You can't kill what you can't seduce. Aha. They'll do a lot better with that blood than you are. Could do a lot better. Well, fucking prove it. Is there another message by the other business, maybe? I would have expected one there, to be honest. I'm shocked there isn't, frankly. Oh, it cleans up the blood after you. Hookworm Street. It's still kind of a question mark what some of these structures are for. We have 2 broadcasting towers in the same town. 3, we have 3, maybe 4, actually. Some of these are persistent too. So I'm gonna guess everybody in this town works at the refinery. Aha, this is what the key opens, and there's fucking nothing. Trash cans. And there were trash bags at one point, weren't there? We can have that strong strong heart of yours even hear it. We can hear it even down here. What do you mean? Can you hear my heart? That would fucking ruin my whole year if somebody pranked me by just throwing a blood balloon at me. Just nailing me right in the face and splattering me with, I guess, animal blood. That is wicked unhygienic. We teach you to sing like us. Our mouths are open. What a fever dream. I must say, what an awful world. I don't want to spend too much longer on this, though. I feel like I've splattered every building. There's one more game to play. But I don't want to quit if there's an ending. No? Alright. Well, somebody's going to wake up tomorrow and have a lot of work to do cleaning this place up. It won't be me. It's the circle of life, really. I'm creating jobs right now. What would this economy do without me? The guy who scrubs blood off the buildings requires there also to be someone who throws the blood. It's only logical. So there's plant life in this continuity. This universe has plants. I guess it would have to. You get some blood. I feel like Oprah Winfrey. You get some blood. You get some blood. You get some blood. I already splattered this one. Okay. I don't know if there's too much more to do here. There might not be an ending. But I can't quit until I find out. What if I throw it at the ground? Nothing. This opens. Oh, hey, there's a... I've not been in this one yet. There's blood bags and a dumpster. It doesn't get me anything, though. I'm sorry, I want to play more of that, but I can't. I want to cover more material tonight. I don't think there's an ending to that one either. I'm going to look up a Let's Play later on, just to make absolutely sure. So that if there is an ending, we don't miss out on it. And we circle back to see what it could be. Last one's called Grandmother. Yeah, what could be more frightening than spending time with your elders? This is not what I remember. I remember Grandmother being a Resident Evil style fixed camera angle game. Huh. It's a mood. I'll say that much for it. This is a real fucking mood. Ladder does nothing. Wait, what? Who that? Who there? I cannot climb. There's no climbing functionality. This feels weird. Like, I don't remember some of these until like a minute in. And then I can feel the neurons in my brain making that connection again. It's a physical sensation. What's up, Grandma? Get your tits out. Let us see them saggies. Let's see them hangers hangle and swangle dangle. You can start an Only Grands. Okay, I guess we're gonna murder our grandmother. I hope not. What a sweet old grand. Sega 32X grandma. Now, if I remember right, somewhere in this house is a book I can read. I remember that because, here we go. Read the book. You open a random page. This book appears as a common thread tying together many of this author's games. And you can read passages from the same continuous narrative across many games of theirs. Boy came to clearing with a great bloated tick swallowed in a shallow pond. And he found that he could not speak, for she had filled his mouth up with leeches as he was running through the swamp. Happens to the best of us. You're running through a swamp, you find a giant tick wallowing in a shallow pond, and then your mouth is full of leeches. It's just the human condition, right? Isn't it? I know, I hate when that happens to me. Gotta spit all them leeches out. Or maybe chew on them. Go full beast mode. Savage them little leeches. Hey. So I have a knife. Which raises the question of what the knife is for. I didn't kill Grandma, thank goodness. I love Grammys. Grammys are cute. Am I wrong? Old people can be cute. They're scary sometimes, but they're also adorable. Because they knit and they crochet and they make cookies and they have big bowls of hard candy that nobody's eaten since 1920. It's like Grandpa Simpson is a good example of that. They're sort of like big wrinkly children. Let's see if I can use the knife in the barn. Bunch of hay, as you would expect there to be. I don't see... I would expect a rope. I would have thought there would have been a rope to cut with the knife. Then again, we haven't really been everywhere on the map yet. Probably we're going to find somewhere to use this knife. And I'm going to keep playing this until the end because I quit another game for this. This should be at least 10 minutes of content. I know I need to shut up about Sega Saturn. This totally fucking looks like a Saturn game though. The giant crunchy pixels and the infinite ground plane. Nobody makes Saturn imitator games, at least very few of them. That makes me sad. It doesn't look identical to PS1. It looks similar. You put a PS1 game next to a Saturn game and I can tell them apart. What the fuck? Why? Every time when I'm trying to take a nice leisurely nighttime stroll through the countryside, do I always come across a meat husk or stalk or throbbing fucking meat tower of some description? Just once can I not find anything made of meat? Do I have an inventory? Tab I J space on the edges. Number keys. None of the keys appear to actually activate any sort of inventory. But for God's sake, just once I would like to not come across anything made out of meat. Also the sprite-based trees. This looks a lot like Virtual Hide-Lide. It's funny to think that with a little bit of extra massaging, you could have had a game look not too dissimilar from this on the Super Nintendo, because the Super Nintendo could do ground planes. And with an additional chip in the cartridge, you could also scale sprites on top of ground planes. People forget that. People forget that Mario Kart 1 didn't have scaled sprites. It had different sprite images for different... Oh, hello. My goodness. It's the lads. I was to kill the blasphemers, apparently. Well, I have killed the blasphemers now. I don't know how I feel about that. It was all so sudden. Will Grandma reward me? Wait, what is this? To determine this. Uh-oh. Oh, lovely. What could be better than one meat stock? An entire meat stock dimension. What do you think it tastes like? Do you think it tastes like, I think it tastes like the processed meatballs that you get in SpaghettiOs. Where it's drenched in like neon orange cheese tomato sauce. Oh, cool. Right in my ear. That's cool. I know which house is yours. That's not unsettling at all. Well, we're a couple minutes shy of the ending, but I don't want to start anything too involved before the end of the Ham Dad show tonight, because I'm exhausted and I'm still hungry, honestly, and I want to save as much of this stuff for next time as possible, because this is going to run out eventually. I'm having fun revisiting the classics of yesteryear. This is a fucking good time. And having you guys along for the ride has been a treat and an honor and a pleasure. So thank you for taking time out of your evenings to join me on this magical mystery tour of inevitable wall, ceiling, and floor meat. And now fucking meat